Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
McCarthy going to put it up right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
To throw on the first play, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Now it's Mason.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Jordan Mason
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Goff.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. An inside give to Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets past one man. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hold on.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Goff throwing again. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
St. Brown has it near the sideline. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Lions, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there. 69 Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your run.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lining up for the extra point.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions, 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
DC.
Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now it's gone. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Goff. And it is caught. And now across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff now looking to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Again, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Now Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. There's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's second and a couple. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
The Vikings first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
17. Will Reichert to kick off for
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Running right, Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 29 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A beautiful fake. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 91 yards rushing. rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just outpacing now. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw is Goff. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 28 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
42-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
To the air with McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price for that journey.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll try and do this himself. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Will set up for the
Goff.
conversion.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
41-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
McCarthy's pass.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Lions 39.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.